right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Good bits to dive into and discuss in today's video, as we finally got an official update regarding a roster change that was taking place in the EMEA scene, and this one was backed with a lot of drama as well. And we did get an official note from one of the ALGS, I guess, administrators over there, so we now know what's going to happen. Also, we did get a rule change going into ALGS for the challenger circuit scene that I think is pretty exciting as well, after a lot of fans had asked for it. So it's good that ALGS is listening. These are really positive signs for the future of the esport as well. Also going to go over some scrim results and some teasers that seem to be on the Twitter timeline as of late. So if you guys want to stay up to date with all things going on in the Apex Legends esports scene, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you notice that my eyes are red and I've got bags under my eyes, nothing is going on. I promise you, a few of you know what's going on, but basically I had a really big life event come up, and it's an exciting, good thing. I've been working my butt off for it, and I wish I could tell you what it was, but you'll know pretty soon. But the good news happened today. The official part happened today, and all went well. And I can't wait, man. I'm very excited about a new change that I'm going to be adding soon. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's get into what's going on in the Apex Legends esports scene. First off, want to mention scrim results. TSM once again back at it in the first place position. Now, these guys have been obviously doing really good since we've really started the Pro League results. So, like, we've been doing Pro League scrims for quite some time, but since Pro League became official in the last couple of weeks, TSM has really just stepped it up. And since the Meat Lovers change as well with the contest, they have actually done a lot better without Meat Lovers having to, you know, be there as well. And honestly, Meat Lovers has been doing good without the TSM contest also. So it's like really a benefit for both teams as of late, it seems. But anyways, TSM takes first place in yesterday's results. But one thing I got to mention, man, Legacy, which is the Pollos Hermanos teams, the old LG Shivas, these guys are consistently in the top three. It makes me so sad that there's no, that there's no roster or organization that's backing this team right now. And of course, you know, you still got a lot of time, and you still look at what LG is doing with the sweet, you know, I guess the social media platform that he has. It's probably still worth it at the end of the day. But to watch Legacy, the former LG team, do so consistently well, and of course LG did have a really good first day on this on the official Pro League results, but not so good in scrims right now. It's just crazy to think that this team is so good and yet not signed and not making any money right now. It's just unfortunate the way that Apex Esports goes sometimes, but that's what's going on. Of course, TSM, Legacy, and Sentinel's roster, which I thought was pretty interesting, up in that top three. So good on them. Really bad day for Moist Esports, which is unfortunate, but also a lot of teasers on the timeline lately. I've been seeing this, as we're going to talk about some challenger news pretty soon as well. A lot of North American challengers teams I've been talking to, and it seems like there is a lot of mid-tier organizations that are wanting to get into the Apex scene by signing rosters in the North American challenger scene. And I think that's pretty exciting, but it's also pretty unfortunate that some of the Pro League teams have yet to get organizations. Now, I don't really know what's going on with Dig, but I'm talking about some other guys as well. Hopefully Dig Vibes has got something. The guy deserves it, obviously. A really good teammate, and obviously he's been on the up and up for quite some time, so good on him. If this is not bait, hopefully something comes about it pretty positively. Also wanted to mention roster change, and also we've got rule changes in this. This is coming from Challenger Circuit News, and this is something we have all been asking for, and it's very exciting, to be honest with you. So yesterday, Tab, the league ops manager, did address that they are going into a new update, and the rules will be in place next week. So before Challenger Circuit actually officially starts, you're going to see this change take an official effect on their website. It hasn't updated yet, but they did announce that it is coming, and that is the fact that you will no longer be playing 4-game series inside the quarterfinals, but now it is up to 6 games. So normally people were complaining that, look, man, 4 games is not enough. You just don't get enough information from the games to know that if this team really deserves to get kicked out of the tournament this early or not. You need more games to have more consistency, and they've decided that finally it was time to add that feature into the quarterfinals, not just the semifinals. And so now it will be 6 games quarters, 6 games semis, and then of course you go into your normal match point format as well. So really would like to see 6 games even maybe be adopted in the other ones. I know a lot of people have been saying round 1, 2, and 3 should be 6 games, and then quarters and semis maybe 8 games. Not sure, but still, this is a step in the right direction. Like I said, Tab did confirm that this was an official rule change coming to the ALGS Challenger Circuit scene. Also the big one. There was some roster updates and roster drama over the last couple of days, weeks, I guess you would say. No, really, it's been the last 5 days or so in the EMEA scene with no days off. I told you guys that they had officially taken a vote to basically kick their captain from the roster in a 3-to-1 vote. everything that was happening was completely permissible, right? Takeo was trying to do a roster change, and this was permissible because he did wait for the first week of Pro League to happen. And by doing that, they were able to solidify the captain spot, the roster spot, because he was the captain. He got the tiebreaker spot. So if it went to a 2-2 disagreement, he would always win. So it seemed like this roster change was indeed going to happen because one player was going to be leaving. He was going to drop the others, and he gets his way basically. Well, after they decided that this was not fair and that they didn't want this to happen, they decided to come together and make that vote that I told you about. It took a couple of days, but ALGS admins have now responded, it seems, as Plexus comes out to say it's official. We will be back in Pro League. Takeo has been officially removed from the Indio roster as of Battle5 suggests, and the new roster is going to be Bardo, Trix, and Plexus. So it's really a full new roster as well. They're not even going to go with the Indio team name anymore. Just kind of weird because it went from here's the team, and now this guy's going to build a whole new team, and now it's not even we're going to get the old team back. It's really that Plexus is going to build a new team, which I still think it's fair because Sherb was wanting to leave apparently. And so anyways, and of course Takeo is going to be kicked, so it leaves Plexus to be the only one left anyways. But still, besides the point, I really think that this is a lesson learned inside the ALGS scene to really play with some integrity here, because this has definitely been one of the craziest news stories that I've ran on the website and also the YouTube channel as well, where it seems like everybody collectively agrees that the team that was getting the spot back was in the right, and the guy Takeo that was trying to take it was in the wrong. And I like that people are starting to call things out. They even called it for some of the North American rosters that were doing so. I even saw some of you commenting there that it's not fair that we call these guys out but not big name pros whenever they do it as well. I definitely think that's fair also. But interested to see you guys' thoughts, of course. Don't forget that Group A versus C is going to be coming up this weekend. I believe we got 2 Pro League matches is happening this weekend. So Group A versus C, which is the TSM LG group, going up basically all the teams you see right here, right? So the Furia, the Evolution, the Disguised is going to be in here, Except, Meat Lovers, all those really stacked Group C teams that we've been talking about will be going up against Group A, which is your TSM, your LG, your Oxygen Esports, and all of that. So super exciting matches this week. And of course, a lot of rosters are still looking to prove themselves because not everybody has had as good of a week that TSM has had, not only in scrims, but in the last week Pro League as well. So interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things going on in the Apex Legends esports scene. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.